What is going on, guys? Today, what we're going to be working on is this Foxbody Mustang. It's a new project, a new build for a customer of mine. We're going to do rear end, transmission work, also headers, I believe, upgraded manifolds, upgraded injection system, a lot of stuff. I mean, this is a really, really nice and clean build. It's just like paint and here is like really, really beautiful and everything. It's just the way everything's done. The interior is just really, really clean, you know. So I'm just gonna take my time, try to do things right in this type of build. Customers in no rush whatsoever, but I just want to make sure things come out right, make sure the build just comes out really, really good. Let me show you guys along the way what type of stuff it has, and let's get to it. Alright guys, right now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna pop the hood, see what's underneath the hood. 6-inch basic 5.0. Alright guys, so right now we're underneath this Mustang. It has a 5.0, a typical 5.0. I believe it's a 90, I mean it's an 85 or 89 type of year Mustang. I will look into it right now. First thing we're gonna do is take off the battery. So now if we come underneath here, I mean, it looks really, really good. Everything looks simple, you know. First thing we're gonna do is obviously take off this X pipe of the exhaust. So we're gonna unbolt them. Bolts up here. Let me get better lighting so I can just show you guys. But the first thing we're gonna do is take off the exhaust, just because I want to take off the transmission at first, and we'll see where we go from there, guys. Alright guys, as you can see, we're gonna take off these two bolts. I believe these are 15mm nuts and a 15mm nut as well over here. And we're gonna grab them over here with the type of wrench on top and the bottom so they can hook these and go down. Now the same thing over here on this side, but it is a little more snug. We're gonna take off that nut right there and go from the top out there and get the camera in there just because it's a tight fit. So that's what we're gonna do, take off the exhaust pipes, and then we're probably gonna cut them around here and then re-weld them. And then we're probably gonna take off the drive shaft, drain the transmission fluid, and all the good stuff. Alright guys, so right now what we're doing is we're taking out the drive shaft. We got the exhaust out. We put it over here. So we took the flange out. Now we're gonna go to, like I said, the one-piece drive shaft. These are 12-millimeter bolts. We're gonna go from here, take 4 of them out, top and one on top. From there we're gonna just slide it out and it's gonna drain oil, so we're gonna put a pan underneath. After that we're gonna get over here, let me move the lighting. Over here it's 8mm or 10mm bolts all around the pan. It should be about 12 bolts on the pan, and then we're gonna drain it to take off the oil. Alright guys, so we're gonna take out this cover right here, this plate. On this side we're gonna take out this 10mm bolt, this 10mm bolt, and this 10 holds onto the plate. Also from there is gonna be a 13mm bolt here, and on top where the starter goes all the way over here, it's gonna be another 13mm bolt over here on this side. Then take out the starter. Then we're gonna disconnect the positive and the ground that goes onto the starter. Alright guys, stop shaking. Alright, so now that we took off the oil and the starter and the cover, now what we're gonna do is take off the bolts for the Turk converter. We put the oil pan back on for the transmission. Now we're gonna take off, we're gonna move this container over here, and we're gonna come over here, come on this side, and we're gonna take off, I don't know if you guys can see these bolts right here for the transmission. We're gonna put the transmission jack to hold onto this we're also gonna, we disconnected this over here, the transmission, no, the shifter cable from here. It was just a 13 millimeter nut. Also on this side, come over here on this side. You're gonna see the sensor right here. See it? This we're just gonna pull up and it comes off, okay? Now from there, we're gonna come on this side and we're gonna take these brackets off right there, that 13 millimeter nut, and up there, here on top, you can see it's another 13 millimeter nut right there. And then from there, we're also gonna disconnect this sensor right here with the clips push up here, take out this clip from down here, and then we're gonna pull. Also from there, we're gonna take off the bolt from right here. It should be a 13 to take off this cross member. But like I said, we're gonna put the transmission jack. Now from there, we're gonna come on this side. And over here, we're gonna rotate it to take off the bolts for the torque converter. There should be at least like 4 bolts holding on to the torque converter and the flywheel. And we're gonna rotate it, and then from there, it's just take off the bolts from the transmission to the engine. Good? Alright, so now we're removing the bolts for the cross member. We are also grabbing right here with the stand, the transmission, just so we can support it. I think we're gonna move more to the left. Hold on, give me a second, Kendrick. We're gonna move more in, just so we can hold it in place when we take this off. And from there, this cross member, once we remove this, it's gonna give us access to put this transmission jack in the back. So let's get to that side. Let's get this loose first. Now, yeah. Come on now. Get off from here. It's off. Should be good there. Anything, I would probably put it from the back here, so let's see if we can fit it there. Actually, this might get a little piece of wood. Cut it out as fuck, huh? Alright guys, so now we're taking out the bolts for the trans, and it's this 16 millimeter bolt right here, but we have to take out this tube. Over here in the inside, right there, that's a 16 millimeter bolt. We're gonna take that one off, take off this tube to get to this bolt right there. And then on top, light up on top right there. In a second, it's really hard to fit the camera. Right here is another 16 millimeter bolt. Now we're gonna go on the other side. Another thing I forgot to mention is we took off the trans lines. These are 19 millimeter fittings, so we took these off. Let's go to the other side. All right, guys. So now we're here on the other side. Like I said, there should be 6 bolts on the trans. This is another 16 millimeter bolt, another one right there, and on top, I don't know if you guys could see right there, is a 16 millimeter bolt as well. So that's it. We took off the bolts for the torque converter. There were like at least 4. We took out this, and the trans is about to come out. Ready? You good? Alright, so I took off all the bolts now. From here, we're gonna be good. Make sure it doesn't grab nothing. I'm just gonna lower it slowly. I push it towards this way. So just a little bit. You good? I'm gonna lower it. Go. Not hitting nothing? No. Alright, go. Now from here, just try to eat it. Okay. Now. There you go. And that's literally all you guys need to do to take off the trans. It looks like it was rebuilt in like 2011, as you can tell the date here. Another thing I forgot to mention, we put a stand here, but it looks like it came off. It was like literally on, I swear. But we just put this so the engine doesn't come down like that. And it's all supported now. Now that we took off the trans, now we're gonna modify some stuff up there. That's probably gonna be for another video. That should be it for right now. Like I said, we are gonna do an upgraded torque converter on this one and the trans belt. So just stay tuned for that, guys.